Hello my dear AI enthusiasts! As you already know, StabilityAI released a new model, Stable Cascade, and in the last video I showed you how to start using it with ComfyUI. And in this video I'm going to show you how to do image-to-image and upscale with this new Stable Cascade model. So let's start, and the first thing we're going to do is to run our ComfyUI colab. And if you don't know how to do that, check my video about installation of ComfyUI with Stable Cascade. So here is our ComfyUI interface. First thing we need to do in order to run image-to-image is to go and download this workflow. I will leave the link below the video, and I will also slightly modify this workflow. So I'll also leave the link for a modified workflow for you. So now we're downloading it here, and then we are loading our new workflow into this ComfyUI. And if you try to run it as it is, it will give you an error that models are not found. And if you watched my previous video, you already have them downloaded. If not, just watch it and download the models. And now you just need to fix the path to your models. So I'm just selecting the correct path here and here as well. And we also need to download this PyTorch model. So here where we downloaded our workflow, under the workflow preview we have these links that we can use. This stage B, C and A we already have from the previous video, and model safe tensors as well, but PyTorch model we need to download. So just click on this link and wait for it to be downloaded. After you downloaded it, I'm not going to do it because I already have it. So after you downloaded it, you have to go to your drive, and there in ComfyUI, go to models folder. In the clip vision folder, you need to upload your PyTorch model. So you see I already uploaded it. Then you will probably need to restart your ComfyUI in order to apply the changes. And after you restarted it and loaded your workflow, just select PyTorch model here. And now we are ready to do our image-to-image. So here in the first node, load image, you should load your image that you want to use as an example for your new image. And then the next cell is upscale image. Here you can add the size, and also you can crop your image. So you can see that my image is rectangle, and here I can crop it to square, and I can crop the center of the image. So that's what I'm going to do. And then the next important step is unclip conditioning. And we have two parameters here, strength and noise augmentation. So what does it mean? Strength means is how much of your original image you want to be blended in your prompt. So this is something like we are doing with prompt when we are writing something like smile and then like 1.5. So this is a strength. You can play with it, you can do it more or less. And another thing is noise augmentation. This parameter defines how much freedom we give to our model to change the original image. So if you don't want to change it very much, you can just set it to like 0.1 or 0.2. And if you want to add more changes to give model more freedom, you can set it to the bigger value. So let's start with a small value. Let's set it to 0.2. And then we have empty latent image, and we are going to generate 1024 by 1024 and batch size 1. So now we are going to run our generation, and I want to change this prompt slightly. So you see this original picture of a red-haired woman on a bike. So I want to tell it to create me a portrait of a woman with blue hair in the countryside, and let's see what it is going to render. And here is the result. You see that it still kept a woman with a bike, even if I didn't tell anything about the bike, but it changed her hair to a blue hair and the landscape to countryside landscape, and other than that it is pretty similar to the original image. And we can also play with the strength. For example, we can set it to like maybe 2, and we could also add more noise augmentation, and this should give us some different results. So you see it is still an image of a woman on a bike, but it changed a bit the pose and the landscape. And what if we change our strength to some smaller value and we add more noise augmentation? Now again we're getting the different result, and so you can play with these two options and get the desired outcome. You can also try to run it without any prompt, and let's say I will set it to the default values, and maybe I'll leave the noise augmentation to 15, and let's try to cue it without a prompt. I'm always curious to do image to image without prompt, because you basically let the model to understand what's on the picture and process it, and it's always kind of bizarre how it works. And now you see without a prompt it basically reproduced the image, the same position and the same colors and landscape, but in a more realistic manner, because it's different model. So that's how you can use image to image with Stable Cascade. And now let's take a look at the upscale. So in order to do an upscale in Stable Cascade, we need to download another workflow, and again I will leave the link below the video, so just go and download this workflow. Click here to download it, and then load it in ComfyUI. It's loaded as a TXT, and I need to change it to JSON. I'll just go and rename it. And now I can load it here. Okay, it says that we need to install a couple of nodes. So let's try and find them. Okay, so we can just try to install missing nodes. And there are 2 nodes that are missing, so we can install them. That's why I love ComfyUI so much, that it is so smart and it can download stuff for you. So it's installed, and now let's install the second one. And now it says us to restart ComfyUI, so let's do that. And now when we refreshed it, it is all loaded, there is no red nodes anymore. So how do we do upscale? Here again we have this node load image, and we upload our image there. So I'm going to upload again the same image, and here we have to again refresh our path. I think here it's all good. Here, yeah, I think it's also fine. And now which settings we are having here? We have compression in integer, and you see here in this integer math nodes, that's where we can set the rate of our upscale. So you see that it is taking the width of the image and height, and then it just multiplies it by 2. So if you want to upscale it 2 times, you just leave it as 2, and if you want more, you can change here to 3, 4, or whatever you want, or 1.5. So now let's just hit Q prompt and see if it works. And what is this FNet encoder? So we need to load this FNet encoder as well. So I'm going to install it. It says refresh Okay, let's refresh. And in the second one here, you should have a stage A saved tensors, otherwise you're gonna get an error. So let's load our image, and so now after our upscale is done, you can see the results. And if I save an image, you can see that it did pretty well. It added a lot of details. The hair looks very natural compared to the original image. I'll just open the original so you can compare. So you see here the original one, it is more cartoonish, I would say, and this one, it added some like hair and the texture. And the last thing I'm going to do with this workflow, I want to add a node, because now it is only preview image, and I want to add a save image node. So it's very easy. You just click, you just drag it from here, and here you have this file name prefix, ComfyUI. And now when I'm queuing prompt, it's going to be saved not just to temporary directory, but also to my output directory. That is much better, because if you forget to save this picture, you will not lose your results. They will be saved automatically to your Google Drive. So that's our Stable Cascade upscale. As you see, it works pretty well and it gives us pretty good results. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Hope it was useful and interesting for you. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.